Hi, everybody. This is HopeGirl coming to you with another weekly news roundup for May 3rd, 2026. And here are some of the highlight stories from the HopeGirl blog in the last week or so. We'll start off with a few stories that we categorize under surveillance and biowarfare. This is 15 agricultural spray drones stolen from New Jersey facility could be used for chemical or biological attack. According to a report from the Daily Mail, authorities are probing the sophisticated theft of 15 powerful agricultural spray drones from a New Jersey facility last month, with the FBI expressing significant concern over the potential for misuse. The incident, which occurred in March, has raised alarms among counterterrorism experts, and these industrial-grade drones are designed for precision application of liquids over large areas using pre-programmed GPS routes, a capability that could be repurposed for dispersing dangerous substances. Next up, they say tick season will be brutal. So why is the vaccine right on time? They are telling us this could be one of the worst tick seasons in years, and the exact same time, a new Lyme disease vaccine is currently front and center. So what's really going on here? In this clip, Seth from Man in America looks at the timing behind the media push, the climate change narrative, and the rollout of a new vaccine candidate. He also dug into long-running claims about military research into weaponizing insects like ticks, fleas, and mosquitoes, and asks whether we are being shown the same pattern all over again. Is this just public health messaging, or is there a much darker history behind what we are watching unfold right now? Next up, breaking news, Trump executive order will force Americans to surrender biometric data or lose their bank accounts. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has confirmed that a Trump administration executive order requiring U.S. banks to verify citizenship for every customer, new and existing, is actively in progress. The policy means millions of Americans will have no choice but to obtain and present a U.S. passport containing embedded biometric facial data or risk being locked out of the banking system entirely. Bessent made the remarks last week at a semaphore dinner at the CNBC Invest in America Forum. He argued banks must fully know your customer, including legal immigration status, and declared that undocumented immigrants don't have a right to be in the banking system. Reports indicate the order would accept passports as the primary proof of citizenship, while real IDs and many other common documents that Americans have traditionally used to prove their identity do not qualify. And then Trump orders agencies to deny green card over criticism of Israel. The directive includes criticism of Israel as a factor that can disqualify immigrants from receiving green cards. The Trump administration has ordered U.S. government agencies to deny green cards to immigrants that express views critical of the Israeli government or its policies. Green cards are documents that allow immigrants to live legally in the U.S. and gain a path to citizenship. The Trump administration directive says that green card applicants will be vetted for anti-American and anti-Semitic views and can be denied a green card for posting criticism of Israel on social media, participating in pro-Palestinian protests, and desecrating the American flag, according to Internal Department of Homeland Security training materials reviewed by the New York Times. The Technocratic Coup of America is happening in plain sight with Aaron Day. In this episode, Seth from Man in America sits down with serial entrepreneur and technocracy researcher Aaron Day to expose what he calls the most dangerous legislative 1-2 punch in American history: the Genius Act and the Clarity Act. The Genius Act isn't a pro-crypto win. It's a backdoor digital dollar that puts every transaction you make under full government surveillance while funneling billions in profit to Trump's own Commerce Secretary. The Clarity Act goes even further. It's not just about your money. It's about your house, your car, your retirement account, every asset you own, tokenized, tracked in real time, and shareable with foreign central banks. Aaron argues this is the final piece of the "you will own nothing" agenda, and it's about to pass quietly while everyone is distracted. Now moving on to a few stories under the category of beast system failures. First up is Anthropic's new AI model is triggering global alarms. Anthropic, the prominent artificial intelligence startup, is grappling with a significant security breach involving its most advanced technology. A small collective of unauthorized individuals reportedly gained access to Claude Mythos, a new model so potent that the company has initially restricted its release due to concerns over its capabilities. The breach, which was first reported by Bloomberg News on Wednesday, involves a group of users on a private Discord forum. According to reports, these individuals did not use sophisticated hacking techniques to bypass Anthropic's internal systems. Instead, they managed to access a preview version of the model by correctly identifying its online location within a third party's vendor environment, utilizing knowledge of the company's previous naming conventions and hosting patterns. And now for a quick word about our company, ftwproject.com, where we make handmade products for EMF protection. Please take a moment to learn about what our products can do to help you in your life. And as always, HopeGirl subscribers and readers can get 10% off their order when you shop at the link below this video.
Many people become sensitive to EMFs, which can cause a number of health issues. Using Oregon Energy products in your environment can protect you from EMF toxicity and help to restore a harmonious environment that aids in better health and well-being. The results vary from better sleep, pain relief, better growth in plants, food preservation, better mental clarity, and an overall calming effect. These handmade devices are a composite of shungite, steel, iron oxide, quartz, and brass powders, all encased in an epoxy resin. They emit a passive grounding field of Oregon energy. When used in your environment, these devices transform the harmful energy given off by electromagnetic frequencies or EMFs that come from 5G, your cell phones, Wi-Fi, and electronic devices into healthy, life-preserving energy. These Oregon energy devices are available in different shapes and sizes for a variety of different uses. Pendants that you wear, phone shields to use on your electronics, sleeping pods to help protect you at night, and charge plates to use for food preservation, pyramids to grid your property, and garden pucks to help your plants grow. They even have construction tiles to help transform your space. And now there are products for your pets and headset protectors. To learn more, read the science and testimonials and save 10%. Click the link in the description below.
Next up, the real reason that they're hiding the truth about AI. Award-winning journalist Karen Howe is out with a new book called Empire of AI, based on interviews with 80 to 90 current and former OpenAI employees. Her findings? Everyone she spoke to held an extreme view of CEO Sam Altman. Either he's the Steve Jobs of his generation, or he's manipulative and dishonest. No one was in between. The piece also covers why Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei left OpenAI and why co-founder Ilya Sutskever reportedly tried to have Altman fired. In our next story, why Kathy O'Brien believes the control system is collapsing. So this is on a more hopeful note. Kathy O'Brien shares why she believes the control systems she spent decades exposing are now losing their grip. She points to grassroots movements, rising awareness, and what she describes as the power of the human spirit and love overcoming fear and division. Now moving on to a category I like to call spiritual end times and supernatural phenomena. Here we have a story on World War III signs and prophecies fulfilled, featuring Dr. David Patrick Harry. Dr. David Patrick Harry joins Maria Z to walk through 15 of 17 signs relating to World War III and biblical prophecy that he says has now been fulfilled. They analyze current geopolitics events through the lens of historical prophecies, what's happened and what's still to come. Then we have a trove of leaked documents prove that the U.S. lab where the missing scientist works was studying UFOs. This one's wild. The New York Post reports that leaked documents from a deceased cybersecurity chief at Los Alamos National Laboratory suggest the U.S. government ran secret UFO investigations at the facility for decades. Investigative journalist Jeremy Corbell says the documents included internal memos, drawings, and Polaroids, and they'll be featured in his upcoming documentary, Sleeping Dog, releasing May 17th. What did they find buried under Iran? Redacted with Clayton Morris. Clayton Morris over at The Redacted is asking the question, what do they actually find buried under Iran? He's covering reports of underground cities, ancient tunnel networks, giant tombs, and some truly anomalous discoveries. Is this connected to current geopolitical tension? He digs in. Next up, we've got some stories from the HopeGirl blog. We did a video, David Wilcock, TI, targeted individual, murdered by invisible weapons. I released this new video based on the cyberstalking allegations surrounding David Wilcock following recent reports in the Hindustan Times around death threats and ongoing harassment. Also, be sure to check out my article and video, The Zeolite Wars. This is where I break down the controversy around Masterpiece Zeolite, presenting scientific studies, personal testimonies, and a response to what I call a coordinated disinformation campaign against the product. All right, let's end on something beautiful. It's olive harvest season in Morocco, so I will take you through the entire traditional process from tree to press. No grocery stores, no shortcuts, just 80-year-old olive trees, a centuries-old method, and some absolutely gorgeous footage. Finally, there's homemade marinara sauce, garden to jar, organic tomatoes, fresh herbs, olive oil from the garden, and a splash of red wine, all cooked up right in the olive grove itself. If that doesn't make you want to start a homestead, I don't know what will. And that's your HopeGirl blog weekly roundup for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Head over to hopegirlblog.com to read the full articles and watch all the videos. We'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.